皆さんおはようございます。そして、今年も東京オートサロン開催です。
The Tokyo Auto Salon will be launched now, and the first press briefing is my role, and I'm Akio Toyoda. And Chief Branding Officer has been succeeded by a new person, Lexus GR Company President Sato-san. So two of us will maybe spend about 30 or 40 minutes with you, and I'd like to ask you to bear with us. This is the first time in 2 years. So that 2 years ago, that I announced Woven City, and at the beginning of that year, Woven City, actually Morizo went to Woven City. So initially, Naruse-san and I, two of us, used this forum presented by Auto Salon for the sake of Gazoo. This is the first time that the vehicle was accepted. It's the first place that they accepted us. And originally, the tuners and the parts manufacturers and other people created Auto Salon, and we borrowed the space by them. So in a way, Auto Salon for the Gazoo and Morizo is a special place forum. And last year, the event had to be cancelled. But 2 years ago, we announced the GR Yaris, and then Rookie Racing was also announced, and then the World Rally team, the members joined us. So many different announcements were made and are to be made this year as well. What is to be announced this year? Last year, the BEV was announced, and we have demonstrated that as well. That Morizo now is here at the Tokyo Auto Salon. And what will be the world premiere to be announced amongst all these BEV models? Is that one of the candidates? Or what am I to announce? What are we to announce? What do you think? Actually, let me try to answer. The car guys, this is a special New Year's greeting get-together for the car guys, so that it is a car to please everyone. For all the car guys, car women, car lovers. So this actually shows that the Toyota is omnidirectional to satisfy everyone. So how are we making our utmost? What's the model? GR Yaris. Full tune version. This is a full tune version of GR Yaris. So what do you mean by full tune version here? The number says GRMN, so it's stipulated. So we are not supposed to announce today, but we just said it. Sorry, we already announced it. So GR Yaris, GRMN, so should we call it full-fledged GRMN? But anyway, when we talk about the Morizo, GR Yaris, because you have participated in different races, but it's Toyota, it has changed. The Toyota vehicle itself, it runs, and then it will destroy the previous image, and then we nurture the human resources. So now GR Yaris, what is the full-fledged GR Yaris? So that the two different vehicles with a different color? No, actually GR Yaris is active in many races like a rally and circuit, and for each place, the circuit package as well as the rally package, there are two different types that we have prepared. So the circuit type version and the rally one package, GR Yaris has been developed. But you know that the research lab has totally changed the way we develop vehicles. In other words, those two different cars. Did you have an original plan to develop those two vehicles, or GR Yaris participates in the 24-hour race in the circuit? It debuted, and then later on, it has been used and it has repaired and has re-strengthened and redeveloped. And for the All Japan Rally Championship, the driver, the Katsuta, became the champion there. So that those two vehicles were developed based upon those activities, or did you design it to be like that? Frankly speaking, we didn't have the original plan to make such a car, as Morizo mentioned. After we launched the car was trained and strengthened, reinforced, and then the car itself has evolved thanks to the people. In the past, we designed the car and launched, and that's the end, and developed the next model. But this type of car was nurtured after it was launched. So it's not in this so new finding and new recognition in that the true pure culture of the lab for development. So this car can evolve after we launch it. So this is a suitable car to be announced at the Tokyo Auto Salon. This is so-called world premium, the premiere to announce. But aren't you just adding a new model? No, it's not the case. We have really developed and polished this vehicle. So it's the same name, but the content is totally different. Right, it's totally different. GRMN and this one is different. Yes, it's totally different because the people who actually use and trained and polished the car say that. I remember last year at the New Year's day, that time we had a test trial, and then you didn't get off the vehicle because you stayed there. And at the end, you said as a master driver that it's not the beloved car, but it's a partner. So the car is a partner. Oh, that's a good word, I said. Oh, so I said that. I forgot what I said a year ago, but anyhow, this is the car, you liked it. And a year later, this car evolved, trained by us all. So the name does not represent the current advanced state of this new car. So we now have a great expectation at the Auto Salon this year. Can we touch it? Yes, you can. You can touch it because people can really see how it runs. So can you? I see it now. Yes, we'd like to show it. Let me see it now. So you have to first hear the sound and the smell and all that in this the streaming. Well, unfortunately, I don't know whether I can really go to the actual site, the Auto Salon, but at some site you can really see the actual vehicle running. Yes, demonstration driving is already planned. So that the full-tune version of GR Yaris is actually being operated, driven. It's a separate site due to the COVID-19, but the people can actually see demonstration driving. So I'd like to announce later on what our program and is. GR Yaris and another vehicle. Yes, we do have another vehicle. So please introduce another one. So another one is this one, GR GT3 concept. So maybe Sato-san cannot give you the answer.
コメント欄がバズってることを今期待してますけど。
Hope that the comment is being buzzed, but anyway, GT3.
いよいよ。
Now.
本格的に。我々向き合いたい。
Is where we like to face.
ってあるからね。
Fully. So the concept for the auto salon, you have this concept. So is this just merely a concept model for auto salon? No. GR does not do such a thing. Well, we did it before maybe, but we don't do it. Our current GR is already built. Actually, so this one is the real model which will be run for the competition, the race. But it satisfies the regulation and then the technological requirements. So the development already was launched. So the world of auto racing, that we had the domestic and overseas racing, there are different categories. And you have to build each dedicated vehicle for each requirement of each country. But GT3, the same car, can be brought to different circuit for different competition. Is that the one you're planning? Yes. GT3. Globally, about 400 vehicles are running in the global ones at the Nuremberg and as well as the other places, Le Mans as well. So I think GT3 is the top-end vehicle for the customer motorsports. So in this world, there are lots of motorsports fans and us together would like to head toward this direction, shared direction. So you see all the buzzing people saying, okay, thank you everyone who is endorsing us. So I was really a bit worried that the people in this room were not really really giving us any pep. But anyway, what is the secret taste? Of course, the BEB, when we announced it last year, Sato-san was with me. The auto salon, Sato, is different today. How he looks today is different from in December. How are you different? Maybe you are wearing a different glasses.
My glasses, oh, you noticed. Thank you. I changed, yes, the glasses I wear. When I made the announcement on BEB, so like that's me, Beb Sato. This is gasoline, ICE Sato speaking today. But yeah, a full-fledged effort on everything. Yes, you are very diversified. Yes. So not just one option. We are going after all the options with 100% of our energy, and we are going to appeal to the drivers and the car lovers. We want to be as close as possible. But Lexus is going to be 100% BEV. That's what you mentioned. But that's that. This is this. Oh, and I mean, everything is connected. Everything is connected. That BEV, we made an announcement. It's going to be Toyota Lexus BEV that we are going to develop. It's not just any BEV. We are not just interested in commoditized BEV. But we are going to, yes, have a lot of expectation in BEV in future. And the taste of driving is the key. And so we have to really, enhance the base performance of car, make it light, enhance the power. And motorsports is just right venue for honing all these base performance of car. We go back to the basic of the car, hone each and every performance, and based on that experience, we develop a completely new BEV. Wow, motorsports. Yes, I mean, we race on different circuits, different weather, with different conditions of driver. So we need to be flexible to all the changes in the environment and variables. So we develop the car, we release the product, and well, that's it. No, that's not the racing world. So a car like GT3, I mean, it's not sufficient that we develop a good car and release, and that's it. And I mean, I guess, we have learned many things from GR Yaris's activities. So how will that be leveraged on the development of GT3? So it's like the carbon neutrality effort. I mean, so we should shift our focus from manufacturing to using. Driving. So racing drivers drives our cars, and the service mechanic members, I mean all the stakeholders in the race, we want to look into how we can drive the car. And that's going to change the way we develop the car, and that's what we have learned through GR Yaris. So we focus on motorsports, and then we have a very human-centered way of enhancing and developing our cars. And we are going to nurture the car with all our friends in the community. So from the concept, so when do we really see the real car? When are we going to see this car driving? Maybe you can't exactly pinpoint the timing. So I mean, how far should I go? How far should I go in disclosing the information? So by the end of this year, yes, we are going to have the pilot model. I talked in a very low voice. But I mean, so the pilot car is not enough. It's just car barely drives. That's not enough. I mean, we have to develop a car which can win the race. Okay? Please listen. So when we make the development of this car, GT3, so our top, Morizo-san, so the first order is develop a car which can win the race. So that's the only order I got from him. Very exciting. Yes, I mean, and yeah, we should digitalize development. Yes, of course. So we can develop a car to quite a good extent using driving simulator. So we have already, enhanced the performance of this car. So now we have started the car development not from the hardware side, but from the software car. And we can start involving the drivers from the very early stage of development. I can't name the drivers, and we are going to make that release on Saturday, on Sunday, on a different program. So they are used to driving a completely developed car and try to, yes, I mean, tell us how we feel, but they could join us from very early stage in the development. Yes, and we are already doing that. We are developing a racing car with the racing drivers. And on Saturday, on Sunday, we have a lot of Gazoo racing events in the venue. Many people will be attending. Many people will be making very interesting stories, talking about many different interesting topics. So, Tokyo Auto Salon, world premiere. So we are OEM, one of the OEM, and there are a lot of exhibitors in the event. So because I always go into the venue a little bit early, and so they start distributing the stickers, and I can't do that this year, which is very unfortunate. But I think somebody would be delegating myself, somebody who's more fit for this job in a sense, and they would be going around the venue, Tokyo Auto Salon, our prince. PR Prince. Yes, you're right. So Tokyo Auto Salon. So I mean, we have to enjoy the live feeling of the venue. But I mean, so it's COVID-19 influence. I mean, we have limited communication. So we want to send in someone. So to represent the car developer, car fans, to go around, see the things for real, and I mean, give you a very realistic feel of you being at the auto salon. Even so, it's the festivity of Tokyo Auto Salon, and so we found just the right person. So a prince of custom car customization, I mean, from Tokyo. So yes, Mr. Sasaki, one of our development driver, he'll be walking around the venue, and I talked to him over the phone. But we should not leave him alone. I don't think we would not be able to do that. So yeah, and we can leverage on Toyota times as well. Mr. Kyonosuke Morita, he will be accompanying Mr. Sasaki, so he'll be reporting from the venue. He will be walking around with Mr. Sasaki-san. Wow, that's exciting. I'm really looking forward. So, but I think so. The prince, Mr. Sasaki, is having a difficulty to make up his mind how he should be reporting. So maybe so you should send him a message. Yeah, Sasaki-san, be yourself, like everybody else. I mean, you don't. I mean, read the atmosphere. So he's my driving doctor, so please be candid. Don't worry about people saying things. I mean, from the perspective of car lover, driving lovers, I mean, you should, I believe you could do a reporting, which conveys a lot of messages to our fans. So the racing drivers for this year, that's one of the keywords for ourselves. And we have, released the driver first concept when we made the press conference on TGR drivers and management members. And so what's drivers first? I get a lot of questions. We want to really involve the drivers in thinking. And one of that effort is the future conference of the drivers, future conference. So TGR, end of last year, I mean, I have made an announcement on the team structure, the members for this year. So the year end, the drivers had a little bit more time. Yeah, because I mean, they can't talk about anything because of contract if it's the average year, because we haven't made the announcement. But we have already made the announcement, and they can be more happy and more candid in Tokyo Auto Salon. And these drivers, so I mean, they took this release for themselves. They are very proactive, and they wanted to start taking action for the future. And this is the future conference for motorsports. So actually, we didn't initiate this program. So the drivers, they can talk very candidly about what they think about the future of auto racing. And I mean, that's an open contents to everyone. And that's what we can expect. Yes, we can accept questions from everyone, and these drivers in the conference will be, candidly answering to these questions without worrying about anything, without worrying about what others would think. So these drivers who are attending a future conference, so they will be very candid. They will not hesitate. They'll be very frank. They are not going to worry about people saying things. Future conference. So, and I think you can, post a comment on the event. So if you, please, give your candid view on the comments column of the event. Thank you very much.
So Auto Salon is all held in Makuhari site. So the merit of Makuhari venue is that the cars can actually be operated in Makuhari area. But today, how about that? At the WRC Yaris, and Takamoto-san was doing the demonstration run, and the Ogura Clutch booth at I was doing the talk show, and I heard that he's going to have a test run. And during the talk show, right after the show, I just rushed to the site to try to pep up, but actually I joined him. So lots of buzzing. But anyway, it was a surprise that I got in the car. Most of the people said, "Oh, weren't you planning to do it?" No, actually, it was a sudden surprise. The people at the site were wondering what to do. So it was quite interesting. Anyway, this year, in Makuhari, we cannot create any such scene. So at the different site in Tokyo, the GR Yaris can be driven, GRM and Yaris will be shown. So at that time, at the WRC rally car was demonstrated to people nearby, and it became a triple champion. It gained the title of triple champion during the season last year. So the car you see might bring you the good luck, I think. So you might be seeing this car online or remotely, but I hope you can sense the sound and the smell of the car. So maybe it could bring you good fortune, and I hope you can cheer it up. So GRM and Yaris and WRC, that the rally won according to the new regulation, and the demonstration run will be actually conducted this week. So Mirai Conference is one of the initiatives, and demonstration run is another one. And the Prince Sasaki will be the driver. So when is the actual time schedule for all these events? So let me introduce you this overall schedule. First, demonstration run schedule. It's a live broadcast on Sunday at 1 p.m. YouTube streaming. It's scheduled. GRM and then Yaris and WRC new Rally 1 vehicle will be demonstrated. Driver is the champion, Katsuta, as well as Ishiura, Oshima. These are the three drivers to test these vehicles. They are the champions. And I hear that the Morizo is also rumored to join, right? So depending upon the buzzing situation, the Morizo might join. Nobody in Toyota recommends Morizo to be in that car. I hope you cheered up Morizo so he can also join, so that the Morizo can also drive. If such voices become dominant, that the Morizo can also drive. So you can maybe confirm by looking at the broadcasting. And Prince Sasaki will go through with the reporter Morita of the Toyota Times at the site, and then let you feel the atmosphere of that site. I think that they had a pre-observation yesterday, and they have met many friends who are doing customization of the vehicles. Sasaki-san has many friends. Many customized parts were designed by the Sasaki, and they are actually demonstrated. And which part was developed based upon idea of driver Sasaki? I don't know how they will show us around. So the Sasaki-san will introduce us the auto salon, and the YouTube channel will stream that. Scene. And what's the main this year? The drivers who organize the motorsports future conference. After the announcement of this new system for the future, that the drivers are serious about changing the future course by themselves, by their own voices, rather than us being involved. So on Saturday and Sunday, from 1 to 4 p.m. for 3 hours, they join in this discussion to change the future of the motorsports with their frank views. As Morita-san mentioned, they will be very frank without considering other interests. There's someone they supported that Morizo should also join in the demonstration run. So it's decided. Morizo now is supported to drive for the demonstration run. I hope that other members of TMC will also support this idea. Anyway. So this is the live streaming on YouTube. And tonight, from 7 to 8 p.m., these Eve events will take place. What is like, and maybe the pre-announcement on Eve tonight. But from 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday this weekend, you will be able to see without a fixed scenario. If the program does not end at 4 p.m., we might continue the streaming even after 4 p.m. And so it's a flexible auto salon type activity. So not just us, but the people who are actually visiting the site, who are car guys or who love to drive, they get together with us. So that's where such enthusiasm is generated at Tokyo Auto Salon. It's like a festival. There are some pre-submitted questions. How can we boost the morale of motorsports? Many people ask the question, what should we do? Maybe Mirai Conference, future conference might come up with some kind of a solution to further boost this motorsports. As an OEM, what we should do, what the driver should do, I hope to get hints from ideas from them. There are lots of interesting questions. So if there are some good ideas, we should implement such suggestions. So we will implement all these suggested ideas at the future conference. What we should do will be discussed, how to boost the morale of the motorsports, and then so that everyone can enjoy more. So every year at Auto Salon, we reflect upon this, how we did this year, so we can change the way. So this is a press briefing, and we have to end this session. So we have to have another press conference.
So who's doing the next press session? Nissan, I think, and then Subaru. So I mean, they have won the marathon, New Year marathon. No, I think that was like the second place. Nissan? Mr. Uchida will be starting? Wow. Who's going to come from Nissan? Everyone in Nissan. I mean, our cars are way better than your Nissan Z. Are you listening? I mean, we are going to overwhelm Z. Now, how are they going to start their press conference? So I passed the baton to them. Wow, that's the relay the baton type press conference. Oh, I hope Nissan guys can continue passing on the baton. Maybe Subaru can stop the relay. Uchida-san, looking forward for your starring in press conference. And so this is the first press briefing of the year for us. And Tokyo Auto Salon is going to start for 3 days. Let's enjoy the 3 days. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you. Thank you.